Hi there, Robin here. Last week, I introduced a couple of my characters that appear in my mental vault. We're going to have another one today. But this week, I want to talk about my artistic challenge for the coming year. It's an anti-haul or low or no buy time for a whole year. Warning, I am not judging any of you out there who also enjoy collecting or liking things. This video is about those who want to unleash and use what they have, gift themselves with artist dates, and creative exploration. There are an abundance of choices in art supplies right now, probably more than ever in any other time. I had researched so many supplies and companies and all that stuff, and although it's fantastic to have so many choices, sometimes there are just too many. Here are some of the guidelines for my purchasing. It had to be light fast, with good color load, a good price of course, availability, how could I use them, what would be fun to play with, etc. But I'm not wealthy enough to buy cheap stuff. So now I have really great art supplies, but maybe too many. The time for the buying is well over, and now is the time for creating. It's a change of thinking. Because hidden within each tube of paint, each pencil, each bottle of ink is art waiting to happen. The cap on means that the art is leashed potential. The studio has been cleaned and organized by my favorite superhero with all her sweet, loving, tidy kindness. The studio is ready. Now let's get clear. An anti-haul is basically a no-buy situation or low-buy situation where you use what you've got. Instead of stuff, you give yourself something way more important, and that's time and time to have experiences with your art. An anti-haul can give you a chance to get away from distractions, to know yourself better, why you buy, and so on. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the get to the point gal, the no excuses gal. Her name is Auntie Vanderhall. She is a part of my mind that needs to stay on track of where I want to go. I give this feeling a personality to make it more real for myself. And Auntie Vanderhall, though as tough as nails, truly has my deepest desires and dreams as her priority. And this is what she said to me. I can't do the voice yet, so I'll just tell you what she told me. We need to talk, dear. And the reason I'm here is so that there are no more distractions keeping you from your creating. Your voice and art cannot be heard if you're just enjoying buying and collecting. The pretty packaging is beautiful, but it's someone else's creating. Your creating is inside the packaging, and it's time to use what's inside. Use it all with joy unleashed. The colors and the prettiness are actually inside. Let it out. What do you want to be known for? The collecting or the art? The having or the doing? Having more does not make you a better artist. What makes you a better artist is in the doing. The action and the experience, the growing that way. When you use those supplies and get to know them, you will find their potential and their limitations and fun stuff like that, and you will become more knowledgeable of different methods and styles. Getting good at one thing is better than being mediocre at many. You have enough skill and supplies. What you have not given yourself is the focused time to create. So let's change the dopamine rush of the buying to the rush of creating and finishing a piece of work and making it look like how you want it to. What boat will have the best adventures? The one in the harbor that never leaves, or the one that has visited countries and people and experienced the high seas? So let's go to the studio where we are going to the sea. Get it? Sea? The real sea, the boat sea. Well, your studio will see. Anyway, here's the rules. 1. No new art supplies, except for glue, tape, erasers, soap, and cleaners. Because of the art competition coming this year, it will also include one stretcher and one canvas. Number 2 is no refilling the supplies once used. Because you got lots, girl. Think collage and mixed media. Number 3, no art supplies gifts. If you are given something, give it to another artist to create and share the wealth. Number 4, recycling is okie dokie, because then you're using your stuff. Upscaling is also good, providing you don't use it as something to distract you away from creating art. Number 5, no buying organizing stuff. Number 6, your focus will be in the painting, drawing, and animation and art competition, Inktober, that kind of thing. So new hobbies are lovely to look at and admire, but you are already on your path. Stay in your lane this year. Number 7, override OCD, because she's got this thing called entire set-itis. So give yourself an art date coffee instead. Stay away from her. She's okay. Let her use her when you want to complete something. Number 8, no going to Etsy, eBay, art supply stores, no YouTube video hauls, no art supplies reviews. You don't need it. You already know. Number 9, if you're bored and uninspired, you can take classes on YouTube and Skillshare to learn. Okay, let's talk motivation, and not motivation by intimidation, but if need be, I'll be checking in. And I'll be there with loving hugs. Well, no, not really. So here are some motivation questions that I can ask myself. 1, what do you want to be known for, the buying or the doing? Number 2, what makes you a great creator? And number 3, are you really showing gratitude for what you have if you're not using what you have? Everybody needs rewards, and your rewards are going to be giving yourself guilt-free time in the creating and allowing ideas that inspire you and others and share away. You can educate yourself and educate yourself with somebody or at somebody. Sometimes that happens too. How to deal with emotions without buying? Well, you got a studio, so we'll talk create and doodle. And when you're tired or emotional, educate. Talk with friends. Art stress away. And look at past art history, and art of others, but don't compare yourself with them. It's time to get better at what I love to do, which is create art, and become better than mediocre. Get back to the basics and the specifics that help your foundation. If you don't get a hold of the rudder and go forward, you'll just go around and around and around. Love what you have and create experiences. If you like this kind of video, please consider subscribing to the future videos where I'll tackle topics that affect art and creating. Thank you for watching.